Greetings, fellow dragons. I welcome you today as we begin a story. A story of a child thrust into the responsibility of adulthood in a destroyed and decayed land. A story of a boy persevering through adversity to defeat evil and restore peace to his home. Today, we share the story of the hero Link, as told in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Chapter 1: The Boy Without a Fairy. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long has the great Deku Tree guarded his wooded realm and the peaceful creatures within it. Prime among his subjects are the Kokiri, the children of the forest. The Kokiri, forever children, are each given a fairy. These fairies offer each child constant companionship and advice. However, there was one boy that did not have a fairy: Link. The great Deku Tree could sense the dark dreams that assailed Link this night. It seems the time has finally arrived. A grating sound blasted into Link's ears as a giant bridge let itself down. The bridge and the wall around it were foreign to the young boy. Galloping hooves sounded as a horse rushed by, whisking a young girl away from the city. They were being chased by a dark man radiating an evil aura, who stared straight into Link's soul.
Hey, listen!
The words jolted Link awake from his nightmares. It seems that morning has finally come. And wait, is that a fairy? The Deku Tree has requested you go to him, Link. This is very important, the small fairy declared. Groggy and annoyed, Link got up from his bed. This fairy may be far too nagging this early in the morning, but a summons to the Deku Tree was not to be ignored. As Link took a few steps out of his house, Saria, a close friend of his, came running up to the tree. Is it true? You finally got a fairy of your own? And the Deku Tree has asked to see you? You should go to him first. We can play later. And so Link headed down the path to see the old tree. But unfortunately, the path was blocked by the forest's meanest bully, Mito. Kokiri without fairies aren't allowed past, Mito snarled. So scram! Wait, what is that fairy doing with you, huh? And the Deku Tree wants to see you? Humph. Well, you can't see the Deku Tree unless you are properly equipped. So come back when you have a sword and a shield. And with only one sword in the forest, safely hidden in my secret hideout, there's no way I'll let him past me. Link turned back. A sword and a shield? Where was he going to get those? Frustrated, he returned back to Saria. I can't believe Mito is forcing you to do this. You can get a shield at the store, though they are a bit expensive. And I recall the Kokiri having one sword, but it's been lost somewhere in the forest for a while now. It seems Link would have to investigate. Wandering around, it seems the Kokiri were up to their normal antics. Mito sent his lackeys doing busy work, such as cutting the grass outside of Saria's house and clearing rocks. In return for Link's assistance, they gave him some rupees and some hints about Mito's hideout. It would seem that there was an entrance hidden near the training grounds. Entering the training grounds, Link searched for his secret hideout. Nothing seemed too suspicious except... there! A hollow log that offered a small, child-sized path through a dirt wall. Crawling through, Link found himself in a bit of a maze. And as he was walking, suddenly a giant boulder came crashing towards him. Fleeing down a side passage, Link was finally able to catch his breath and, looking around, found a ginormous chest. It was practically as tall as he was, and had to have something important. Opening the chest, Link found a dagger-sized sword, the legendary Kokiri sword, small, but wieldy for a kid like him. Strapping it on and using it to clear away the maze, Link discovered Mito's hidden savings and collected just enough rupees to buy a shield at the market. Fully equipped, Link approached Mito. Unbelievable! How did you find a sword? And you already made enough money to get a shield? Dang, I've been saving up for weeks and only just got close to having enough money. Well, go. Even if you have all that stuff, you're still a wimp. Mito glared at Link as he swaggered off. Finally, Link could see to the Deku Tree's request. Following the final path, something felt off. Link's hairs went on end, as suddenly Deku Babas sprouted from the ground. They may be relatively stationary, but getting hit by that spiny stalk or caught in those snapping jaws would definitely leave a mark. Carefully, Link cut down each stalk with his new sword and collected the remains. Not only could these sticks hurt, they also made good firewood. Still, normally the Deku Tree's powers prevented monsters like these from being in these parts of the wood. Something must be wrong. Link hurried to the great Deku Tree. Thankfully, no more monsters appeared along the way, and he greeted the guardian spirit. "Oh, Navi, I am glad thou hast brought Link to me. Link, I am sure thou hast felt it too. A darkness is coming. Thine restless slumber and nightmares are proof of this. Link, it is time to test your courage, for I have been cursed. Only you have the power to break this curse. I will open the way inside. Please destroy the evil creatures within." The great Deku Tree then opened his mouth wide, revealing the dark entrance within. As Link approached, a deep, dark sense of foreboding loomed over him as he stepped into the shadow. Thank you all for listening to this chapter of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is the first of a series I am making, so if you're interested in seeing more, please hit that subscribe button so you get notified, and like the video so YouTube can share it with more of you fantastic people. When I get more chapters out, I will add a link to the playlist containing this whole series in the description, so feel free to check it out below. And while you're there, comment what your favorite moment in the Kokiri Forest is. In the meantime, here are a couple of videos YouTube recommend for you, and remember to keep on flying, dragons.